Alright, here we go. So, starting out, our comp is kind of okay, especially for this map, but the only real issue is that my Kraken is the only good way to get back in. Like, we have double bomb rush, and that's kind of what carries us, but it's not the best way to go, and they don't play against it very well. The upside was that they're only they only had a bubble on the Zimmy, and I do pretty good at zoning him back most of the time. So right off the start, I see a guy going left, so I kind of want to try and pick him off. With the damage up build, I was able to get it. So now I just can't, like, when we don't have full control, camping left here is actually really safe and really powerful. You just need to be ready to help your teammates. So I'm just sitting there trying to watch for anybody coming left. Which, the Zimmy does this, like, pretty much the whole scrim. We play this map, I think, 3 times, and, like, his strategy is the same thing every time. And I'm just trying to stay alive here. That was a pretty clutch direct, because that guy had bubble. Burning that bubble was huge. But I didn't expect the stealth jump, and I got punished for it. So here I was feeling like that left control was working really well, so I wanted to get back in that spot as quickly as possible. And Rocket staying safe on the fan there is basically what gave me the safe jumps. Even though I was running stealth jump. The problem was that we didn't really have a good idea of where everybody was, and I didn't really have the right backup to like make that aggressive play on the Zimmy on the left. What I needed to do was tell Rocket before that to look on their snipe and like zone them, so I can pressure this guy. So right there, Ischemic or Prodigy was like, I've got ink strike, I got ink strike, tell me when to go. And right about here, I was like, do it on zone, because I knew I would get kills here. But that bubble was just so perfect timing for them. I don't know if he got it right then or not. I couldn't actually see, but that's what saved that for them. It would have been a really good push in. So we do a pretty good job of holding off here. They were just a little more aggressive than they needed to be. They could have choked us out a little bit longer here if they weren't pushing in so hard. And then I'm kind of I take a little too long to kill that guy with Kraken. But now we got an opportunity to move in because we know there's 2 down and one's the charger. So at this point I should be anticipating that the Zimmy is going to come left, but I think I'm a little late on that prediction. And, you know, he gets in with some paint before I'm able to react. And again, I know he's gonna come back, but I can't deal with it because I need to help teammates here. Which lets him get bubble. This is what gets them back in. And I get disrupted. I did burn one special there, but yeah, this Zimmy is just playing way too patient. He probably could have pushed in multiple times now. He was waiting for a teammate to get to him. And they finally do get out with it. Rocket tried to go for an aggressive play on him and he got punished. I was lucky I got that kill with the... Like, that's just one of those problems with stealth jump where it's like sometimes you just jump into a situation you have no control over, so... Kinda is what it is. And now I'm going... I was going to help the teammate on the right, but he gets killed by the whale, I think. And now I'm just trying to get a pick somewhere. Messed up that second shot. And I think this direct here that I get is pretty much what saves the game. He did something aggressive that he did not need to do. And that gives us an opening to get in. And I do that just to zone the Zimmy. That was the only purpose of that. I didn't care if I killed him or not. But I fuck up and go back into the whale. So now I'm just trying to help Ischemic here. Trying to paint zone and neutralize it. Get a feel for where they're coming from, which Zimmy is coming left as per usual. I think that's just their strategy, is to have Zimmy go left every time. Somebody was calling out there was one on our snipe, but I didn't know where. I couldn't really predict it. Something I'm doing consistently is I'm like not anticipating the fan going up and I'm getting punished for it. Like not getting shots on people that I should. And now that we knew that they had 3 down there and the charger was the last one, I just go ham. I knew he wasn't going to expect me to do that jump in, so it was just worth going for. I think we go for mostly the same comp, but Rocket goes 10 attack instead of Barry here, and that's kind of why we lose, is because the last game, Rocket was pretty much staying on our fan the whole time, and this game he doesn't do it as much because he's 10 attack and he feels like he's got to play aggressive, and I think that's why we end up losing overall. So that opening is a really aggressive opening. It's risky if they dropped in on you, but they were playing pretty defensive, so I was kind of thinking it would work out. Zimmy already had bubble here. I took one out with me, but it was just pure luck. So now we're on the back foot. I'm trying to tell Rocket to stay alive so I can come help him. But he's zuking. Ends up getting killed. I don't know if he gets picked. He didn't get a pick or anything, so I just really needed to be more assertive about don't die, don't die. And now I'm cracking in with nowhere to go. So basically what happened was I went to go help Rocket, and then as soon as Rocket died, I just followed in after him, like kind of assuming that somebody would follow in behind me. But nobody was there. They like Ischemic and Danny went left. So we just all went split directions and get killed. This was like, I think this was our second scrim. We did one the day before and we just like, we're all rusty and crappy. This is the first one where we start playing pretty well. So it's not surprising that there's not a whole lot of synergy going on. Like I've only ever played... Okay, yeah, right there I actually wanted to talk about that. So, I knew that Barry was on... Like, I get killed by this Barry here, and I really, really wanted him to go away. Or, like, leave. Like, I wanted him out of there, because it's too much pressure for us to deal with out of snipe. So I'm gonna go with suicide to kill him. But, I approach it the wrong way. I really should have gone to the far left. It's a lot easier to deal with people on your office from, like, the top left area. Especially when I'm a blaster. So I probably could have gotten that without getting a trade. Which would have been better, but... at least I killed him. If I didn't kill him, then it would have just been really bad. We probably would have lost right there. This is a really weird fight. As soon as I like get in that situation, I should have stopped going for the kill. I should have just gone into zone and hoped I could get the paint on the zone. I could have maybe neutralized it and bought some time. That was my big fuck up there. I really just wanted to get the kill on him and I didn't need, like, it's not that I didn't need to, like he needed to die, but it was more important to go for zone. I think this one gets cut off halfway through because the video split up for some reason. So Rocket goes back to the berry. We didn't consciously pick that, but like I think he realized that he was doing better with it. So right here I do a really dumb opening. This opening you should never do. Don't go straight for fan ever. You have no cover. They can just kill you. It's bad. I don't know why I did it. My brain just turned off. So I just want to make sure they don't get onto our fan here. Just trying to play it, get myself alive, and so we can push out. This direct is crazy. Couldn't believe I got it. I almost directed that guy. If I did that and lived, it like that would have been free control. I didn't need to drop down there. I do end up getting the kill on him, which was lucky, but I didn't need to drop down. That's why I get killed by the charger afterwards, because I dropped down. I'm forced to jump out because of that whale. Which is unfortunate, but I end up saving Danny because of it. So now I really want to get on their fan, and I was telling people to shoot the fan for me so I could do it more sneakily, but it doesn't work, and I take too long to realize that the charger saw me do it. I get punished. So now I just want to approach from the left and try and get some control. Cracking in with a bomb rush, it's really good. I almost live here, but the Zenny dives after me. But he's in a bad spot because of it. I think he's got bubble this, so they end up getting control. Oh, they don't get control. I thought they did. And that's another situation where I should have anticipated the fan moving up and didn't shoot correctly. So right there, the reason I was like sharking in that awful spot was because I forget who it was, but somebody was calling out that there was one in our snipe, and I didn't know where, and I was like, where, because I wanted to be able to deal with them. And it takes too long, and I end up getting killed off of it. I should have just backed up into the corner. Or at least not been on zone. Like, being on zone, sharking is generally a bad idea. Because people will just paint the zone for the sake of painting the zone. Like, it's not a good idea. Got lucky I didn't trade there, but it was a good kill. So now I know there's 3 dead, and I kind of want to just go back to my holding left corner thing that was working the first game. I'm just waiting for that Zemi to show up, but he ends up going a different way for once. Yep, there's the bubble in. I think we kite this back pretty well. Yeah, and I get the punish on him. I think I get a triple here. Gives us control back. That guy almost got me with that aggressive play. I was panicking a little. And that direct pretty much seals the deal. I'm able to push in and just kind of harass their spawn. Or let me and we get the lead off of it. So right here I'm calling out the chargers left, but I'm not going to drop down to deal with them because I know it's more important I stay in. But I keep going back to check because I don't know if anybody's going to deal with it. I jumped back to get this guy though, because I knew it was really important. And that's game. Alright, I'm gonna cut that off there.